These kind of segments are among my favorite segments. Movie talk and Jim just hating everything. There was a compilation dedicated to Jim hating everything. I didn't do that one, and I'm not sure if this particular one is included. All I know for sure is that they talk about Spider-Man, who liked it, who didn't, and it seemed like most of them liked it. Attack of the Clones comes up, and that one's talked about quite a bit. It could have been darker. A lot of explanations as to what worked and what didn't. Effects are good, storyline bad. I liked Attack of the Clones, but yeah, I do agree. It could have been better in some ways, and they explain what the third part should be, but yes, they do talk a lot about Star Wars, and then shut up and kill a lot of things, and Jim explains why he has not been to the movies in years, and what he is sick of, and then all of a sudden they go on to Bed, Bath, and Beyond, which I didn't know Jim ever shopped there. Well, today I learned, after 21 years. So sconce, scarf, Jim explains, he likes candles, and then they talk about bed skirts and then a duvet. What? I don't even know what a duvet is. And then satin, and that'll do.
Wow, I got to catch Spider-Man.
I saw Spider-Man.
And Star Wars during our little time off.
I went to see Spider-Man as a little distraction.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good movie, man.
Damn good movie, Spider-Man. Looked great. Story was cool. Looked good. Did you see where Spider-Man swung right by our building here?
I did. Did he really?
Yeah.
He takes a left at Duane Reade, right?
Yeah, he takes a left onto Broadway off of 57th on his web.
And goes flying by the building they're building.
Yeah.
On 56th Street.
And then when Jimmy hits the screen, it's just the funniest guy. Were you getting all nervous during those clips? I was like, oh no, here comes Jimmy.
Here comes Jimmy.
Here comes Jimmy.
You look good, dude. It's 3 seconds. It's your catchphrase, you know?
I haven't seen it. I gotta go.
I gotta tell you.
I can't get a date.
Who's in love with Kirsten Dunst?
Spider-Man? Well, oh, you mean like everybody?
Well, yeah, but Spider-Man blew her off at the end because
he's got more important things in life to do.
He's got to fight these villains.
Well, thanks,
right.
I don't need to see it.
Don't worry, it's not.
Everyone who's going to see Spider-Man has seen it.
Does he leave a little web on her back?
Jerks his arm.
Spitting web out the window.
I was loving the fact that they were just exploiting her boobs, man.
Her cannage.
Here's her boobs in a low cleavage top. Here's her boobs in a tight sweater. Here's her boobs in a wet T-shirt.
Yeah, the wet T-shirt one was good when she was ready to get gang raped in the alley. Come on. Who's kidding who? That's what was going on there. Yeah, it looked like
they weren't looking for her wallet.
No. And they're ready to gang rape her, and of course, Spider-Man right there to help her out.
Right. I had a problem with the Halloween mask stuff.
What do you mean?
The Green Goblin and Spidey there. Looked like they were just kind of wearing Halloween masks.
I don't know. The Spider-Man mask is cool.
It was cool.
Those eyes, it's Spider-Man, though. You can't change that.
No, but, I mean, Willem
Dafoe?
It's not William. It's Willem. Willem Dafoe, he's got some of the greatest facial expressions in Hollywood.
Oh, he's twisted, yeah.
And he's behind that Halloween mask for half the movie.
Well, yeah, but he's the
it was cool. The first time you saw the mask, you're like, wow, that's cool. I think they were trying to do a Scream thing. I think in the movie Scream, the mask worked without any real features moving and stuff. Because, he's hiding behind the mask. But in this, I think you need a little more expressions there.
A little mechanical moving face or something?
Something.
It's pretty good, though. Special effects were really good.
Yeah, that's my only critique, and it's a tiny one. I just wanted to see a little more.
And how about the Macho Man? When he came,
that was cool.
That was a very funny scene. Bruce Campbell,
right,
in the ring, actually naming Spider-Man as the Amazing Spider-Man.
Right.
He wanted to be called
Spider-Human?
The Human Spider.
The Human Spider, right.
The Human Spider. That ain't working. Right. The Amazing Spider-Man. He comes out, and that was another funny thing when he drew up with a costume that he wanted. And he says, okay, this is how I want my Spider-Man costume to look for the wrestling thing. And you thought the curtain was going to open up, and if he was in the regular Spider-Man suit, I'd been like, all right, where'd he get that? But he's in some lame sweatshirt with a spider drawn on it in black magic marker. And little things like that were very, very good in the movie. I liked it.
I kind of miss the Macho Man now.
The Macho Man.
He was all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, come down from there. That was very good. And then I saw
Hold on, can I, before you... No, I just want to give a call out to Uncle John.
Oh.
I have to ask Uncle John something. He's a regular caller on our radio show. I just have a question to ask him, okay?
I don't think, I know what you're going to ask him, and I don't think so.
No, I'll tell everyone else. It's not that big of a secret. I think Uncle John was in Spider-Man.
But Jimmy's in Spider-Man.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't want to blow up your spot.
Maybe Dan from Hoboken's in Spider-Man. Earl made an appearance.
There was a guy, when they were doing asking people on the street what they thought of Spider-Man, and Jim Norton does a fine job. They were talking to, guys overlooking the water behind them, and I think one of them was Uncle John. Looked like him a little bit and sounded like him a little bit.
During those same things where they were getting the people's response to Spider-Man?
I could be way off, but...
Yeah?
Yeah, he'll probably call in. But go ahead.
I just think he would have said something before now. After all the Spider-Man talk we did with Jimmy being in there.
That's what I'm thinking, that he would have said something. So I guess not. But this guy sounded and looked like him. Anyway, go ahead, Anthony.
Revenge. Attack of the Clones. Ooh. Attack of the Clones.
I still haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that yet?
No.
I won't ruin anything for you. I'm not going to give away storylines.
Oh, boy.
The thing is, with a prequel, you can't ruin it because you know what is going to happen anyway. I couldn't stand how it was cast. That kid that's playing Anakin now is like a Dawson's Creek reject. You don't need that. You need just some guy in there, some kid in there to play the part. And that was a beast. His acting, first of all, wasn't even good. And then he comes off like a WB series actor. Lousy. He's trying to do that love thing with him and Senator Amidala now. She's not the little queen anymore. Yeah, Natalie Portman, who besides being very flat-chested, got a pretty good bod in there. When they're tied up in that arena and she's got the white pants on.
We have topless shots.
Nice ass.
We have topless shots of her on FoundryMusic.com. They're not.
How about that?
They're not that small.
Maybe they were squished pretty good in that white shirt of hers.
She's got some nice bees.
All right.
Some full bees.
It didn't look that way squished in the shirt. But she had a nice ass on her when her arms were above her head and she's hanging from that pole.
Ooh.
Hanging from the pole. And then where Lucas could have come across and helped out with the way it was ruined, the first episode that they just did. What the hell was that one called? The Phantom Menace.
Oh, yeah.
When because that was a kid movie. You know, you call it what you want. It was a kid movie. Ooh, look, I'm racing in a speeder. A little kid.
The pod.
They could have made this different. They could have made it a little more hard edge by showing Anakin really getting into the dark side. But they kind of glaze over it. At one point, his mom, some episode with his mom, I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of things, but he got very angry and went to take revenge on some people. And the revenge was like nothing. A couple of swings of a lightsaber, he goes back to Amidala there and says, oh, I did this and that, and tells her how awful it was, what he did to people. Show it, first of all. Show him losing his mind.
That's kind
Show him going, oh, wait, now this explains it. Okay, now I see why he turns out to be Darth Vader and kills
the story.
Millions and millions and millions of people. But no, they glaze over it because, they want to keep the cute Dawson's Creek friggin' marketability of the action figures. Make it dark, make it evil the way it's supposed to be. The effects were great. I'll give them that. Man, when you see the Yoda in this, and then you go back and look at that god-awful puppet in the first one, oh, my God, it's all CGI, and his face is moving, his eyebrows and everything. And then you look at the first trilogy they did with that stupid puppet. It's like a Muppet. Yeah, trying to walk on the cane, and, and then he's walking on his cane, and then 2 seconds later he's kicking ass with a lightsaber. Pretty cool stuff. Little Yoda flying up in the air with a lightsaber. The effects were good. Storyline left me with nothing.
You know what? We got to stop you there. I mean, the effects in every movie that comes out today is good.
Sure.
Yeah,
they have figured that out.
You know something?
The computer has really figured that out.
The Phantom Menace, I was kind of, except for the pod race thing. The pod race was really cool. The rest of it was like, I don't like the Mercury ships all the time. I think that one, the Phantom Menace, was all that, like, sleek, shiny ship thing.
Right.
They have the ones at the end when they're pulling off the planet.
They have figured out the special effects. They need more stories now. Better stories in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
But so you didn't like?
It was. I didn't leave with any like, wow, that was really cool or anything. You know, it didn't really do much. I'm counting on the next one now, which in order for remember the first one that they made, which was actually episode 4. You know, in order for the galaxy that they're in to be in that bad a shape, where now the Empire rules everything, the Jedi are pretty much wiped out, and the rebellion is just a small little mass of people, something really bad has to happen in this third installment. Has to. It can't be this happy movie. It turns out, if you look at the goddamn first one they did, you know?
He'll F it up somehow. Sure.
Yeah.
He'll make it cute and cuddly.
He'll make it cute.
Now, after the third one, is he going to redo the other ones?
No.
The rumor is
there will be redo it with new actors and everything.
I'm thinking Samuel Jackson there.
Samuel L. Jackson?
Doing a little Darth Vader.
I don't know. Indiana Jones 4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
that's true. Yeah, that was announced there will be an Indiana Jones 4.
Oh, stop.
Why would you go to see Star Wars? Lucas has not done a good movie, and after The Empire Strikes Back, I didn't like anything.
Because it's Star Wars.
You know, Jim, shut up.
I wouldn't go.
Jim.
Because it's
Did you
Star
go see
Wars.
the Phantom Menace?
No.
So how do you know it sucked?
Because everyone I've talked to who I respect said it stunk.
It's not like you got to mortgage your house and spend 6 years watching it. It's a few bucks. You lay it down a couple of hours to, continue the story.
I respect your opinion, but
George Lucas, first of all, he has a worse chin than I do.
How can you talk about a movie you never saw?
Because look, I've also never stuck my.
I don't listen to other critics to begin with.
All right, I never stuck my mule in a toaster, but I know it's not pleasant.
All right, there you go.
You don't have to do any. I mean, if 50 people said it stunk and it was cutesy, then I'm going to see. Okay.
Yeah.
If one guy I heard over talking.
What
about
have you heard of Jar Jar Binks?
He's horrible. And the only thing I want to see is because he really annoyed some people because they thought it was like a stereotype. So that I kind of respect. But it was typical, coddling to stupid kids with little cute puppets.
That's what I don't like. I don't like the idea that it's a kiddie movie.
I agree.
Bunch of kids. Ugh.
Love you, Ben. Love you, Steve.
Vinny, what's up?
Hey, Anthony, how could you say that she didn't have a rack and she was flat-chested in that movie, man? When she was wearing the tight shirt, she looked good.
It didn't look like she had much. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say she did or didn't, but they were very pushed in.
Yeah, they were pushed in, but especially in that battle scene at the end when she got her shirt ripped off and ripped in half. And she looked good. And did you catch that other part in the movie, too?
I'm giving her the ass. What are you talking about?
The ass looked good. The boobs look good. But what about that other part in the movie?
You're not going to do this, sir.
It was worth a shot. Good day, guys.
All right. He was trying to get me, Opie. I sensed it. I used the force.
How come no one can use the force and sense that this film is going to suck before they go see it?
It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying it just wasn't this big, good thing.
How do you not
I'm banking on the third one.
How do you not? That's the best, one of the best villains ever in film.
And so far, we got a cute kid, little kid on his pod racer, and now we got this Dawson's Creek reject who's whining at every turn. Hey, man, Obi-Wan doesn't believe in me. I can beep. Shut up and kill a lot of things. That's what he should be doing. He's at that vulnerable stage where it's going to affect his whole mind and turn him into this Darth Vader thing. And nothing but a whining little brat with a very gay ponytail.
Yeah.
Ponytail?
Oh, this braid thing that's so annoying.
Yeah. How did he get so fat for Return of the Jedi and bald? How was that awful? You are the Duke of New York. You are number one. That stunk.
So when did you give up on movies?
I didn't give up on films, dude. I hate.
No, you haven't seen a new movie in, I would say, 5 years.
And you know what?
But when it comes to old movies, I mean, everyone hears it on this radio show. He's got the
You had to give up at some point.
You had to give up watching movies because you could quote JFK until you're blue in the face.
I love a lot of
all the mob movies.
It was a good film with Harvey Keitel.
Well, what was the last movie you saw? I think we asked him this already.
I don't remember. I read
it's been a long time. Right?
Memento was all right. I see him in hotels on pay-per-view, Spectrovision. When I'm on the road, man. I'm not paying to watch this crap. I'm tired of films sucking. I'm tired of Hollywood being PC and pandering to soccer mom C's and stupid kids, so I won't support it. They're garbage.
You've got a point there.
Anthony.
But I'll still pay.
What's up, guys?
Look, they're garbage.
All right.
Look, they're garbage.
All right. Anthony. Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying the worst thing about Star Wars is not anything in the movie. It's those stupid previews for like Disney, Lilo and Stitch, and that little Bow Wow movie, Be Like Mike. I heard that Matrix 2 was supposed to be the preview, and I got to see this. I'm all excited. And I see this garbage for Lilo and Stitch.
I saw that too. The reviews during the Spider-Man movie were just horrendous, except for the Hulk. You know they're going to mess that movie up.
I don't know. If they do like Spider-Man, you never know.
Later, guys.
All right.
Later, man. You know what I can't stand in the movie theater? They're showing the previews, right? You're just sitting through this awful, embarrassing trailer that it's either unfunny or stupid, and then it's done, and it goes very dark and very quiet in the theater until they get the next trailer going. And you hear someone go, "Oh, I got to go see that." You just want to reach out and go, What is your IQ?
Yeah.
Here's how I knew I hated films after a while. I was working at a gig in Wildwood years ago with my buddies John and this dude Buddy. So we go to see what's the stupid John enough with John Grisham and the stupid lawyer movie. What was the one he wrote with Sandra Bullock? A Time to Kill.
Yes, okay.
And I saw that, and I was so angry watching this movie. I
can picture him being angry watching a movie.
Garbage. I almost started booing in the theater, but there was a guy there with his kids, and I didn't want to ruin it. I'm like, the guy's taking his kids out. Don't be a scumbag. As soon as the movie is over, I go, that stunk, and I'm yelling at them like, how bad was that in the middle of the theater? And they're like, dude, we thought it was great. And I'm like, you should both be stricken with cancer. I don't want to go to the movies anymore. It was horrible fluff.
Have you ever walked out on a movie? A movie's got to be really bad for me to walk out.
I don't know if I ever have, to be honest, because I go to so few.
I walked out of one in my whole life. I forgot the name, though.
I almost walked out of White Chicks Incorporated, and I was in that.
The Kim Basinger movie, was it Cool World?
Cool World, the cartoon thing?
That was the only movie I've ever walked out.
You know what I walked out on? I remember this one.
Like, I can't even be bothered.
Mr. Mike's Mondo Video. Remember that? That guy from Saturday Night Live? Years ago, he put out a movie.
Didn't he? Well, he did all the Mr. Bill and all that. No?
Yeah, that was that guy.
Right.
And he had a whole movie full of just crap. And I mean, it's got to be bad when you're at the 35-cent theater for the Stone people in Northport. Remember that theater?
Yeah, we had a 35-cent theater, man. We had a theater in Northport. It went up a penny every year.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. And then I think the year was like 1980. And like, look, man, it's only 80 cents. We got to give up on this thing. Yeah. And they jacked it up to regular prices, I think.
But you walked in there, and the pot cloud that was in the place, they would just allow you to smoke pot and drink, and it was so awful, even stoned.
It was a hangout. Yeah. It was nothing. It had nothing to do with the movies they showed at that place.
Yeah.
They would show they showed like Stripes and stuff. I mean, great movies, but like 20 years after the fact. Walk out and walk into something else. Right, but you walked out on that?
You could do that, yeah. That was horrid. Yeah, with the multiplex, you walk out of one movie, you walk into another.
Titanic might be the last day I went and saw the theater. I don't remember.
Did you enjoy it?
I went only to see the effects on a big screen.
Yeah, you know what?
I will go see Spider-Man.
You know what?
No, I didn't enjoy it. It made me sick.
Really? It's so easy to just say it was a bad. That was a good movie.
Titanic?
Yeah,
at the end. No, it was to me. It was
no, don't talk about parts and the dialogue.
No. Anytime I think in general it was a good movie. It was hokey, yes. And it's so easy to say, oh, what a faggy movie, but the special effects. And
you're right. The effects were good. But here's what I resent.
And what's her name's boobs?
Kate Winslet.
Her boobs?
I don't remember them.
When Leo there was doing his little drawing?
Yeah, she was slumming. It wasn't romantic. She was a whore cheating on her fiancé.
Oh, I understand. The scene wanted to make you puke, but the fact that you get to see her boobs.
I love you, jackass. Shut your face. No, I don't like any type of film that tries to yank it. That's why I hated Gump in the theater. I love you, and she dies of AIDS. Oh, shut up. Cuckoo's Nest made me cry. That was a tragic, sad film. But they're not going to force it out of you.
And that movie came out when?
75. It was swept the Oscars as it should have.
But Jesus.
Poor Pacino. He did. I think it was Dog Day Afternoon that year, and he should have won. But
is that the last movie that you thought was good?
No.
What was the last movie you thought was good?
Last movie that you saw in the theater that you thought was good.
I don't remember, man. It's been so many years. Really? I saw Jaws in the theaters. I'm old, man. I don't remember. I really saw Star Wars on the theater.
Oh, you didn't see Memento in the theater?
No, I saw it on pay-per-view. It was very good, though.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. A little weird, but I enjoyed it.
Don't you go see the comedies?
No. No, they're never funny. And you know what was funny? Used cars.
You don't think like...
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Frank McRae was a
great very dark.
You don't check out the Austin Powers?
Never saw it.
Wow.
God, why not?
I don't want
it's kind of funny.
There's something about Mary?
Half of that I saw on
That I
cable.
didn't find funny.
I enjoyed that.
No. I didn't like Something About Mary.
I love that movie.
I buy a lot.
Meet the Parents.
I enjoyed that. I saw that on pay-per-view. It made me laugh. I love De Niro in that. It's great.
Yeah.
There, little something for the bride and groom. God bless. That was
God bless. God bless.
Funny. So no, I don't go. Look, after 1980, when they gave the Oscar went to Ordinary People for Best Picture and Redford for Best Director instead of Scorsese and Raging Bull, I'm like, you know what? It's not worth going to.
Without a doubt, Raging Bull should have won that year.
Of course it should have.
That was a great movie.
Of course.
I forgot about that.
More Lose Her Mind was pretty good in that movie, though.
It was a great film.
People, yeah.
And I think I actually hate to say it, but I think that Hutton deserved Best Supporting Actor over Pesci, which he got. But come on, Raging Bull.
Come on,
Raging Bull.
Scott wants to say something to Jim.
I know he's going to yell at me. Go ahead, Scott.
Scott.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, first of all, I walked out on Orange County. That was like the worst movie I ever saw.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yeah.
And
we heard that after Jack and Colin were in.
Right, we're in here.
We know those guys, so we could just call them Jack and Colin.
Oh, I got you. And I've never been more surprised than to hear Jim Norton say he was disappointed when the girl died of AIDS.
Yeah, you're disappointed in an AIDS death? What's wrong with you?
No.
You're not feeling good?
No, because that turned it into a comedy.
All right, you guys stop. Take it easy.
All right.
Jim?
I think they use that. Oh,
Schindler's
God,
List, I
that's
thought
so
was
bad.
amazing. I saw that in the theaters. I love it.
Yeah?
Yes. Another great comedy. Private Ryan started good and then sucked.
What did you think sucked about it?
Everything after the war.
Really?
I didn't care about any of it. I didn't care. I love the war stuff.
That was pretty good. The sniper up there doing his little prayers and stuff as he's blowing German heads off. That was pretty good.
The war stuff I thought was
war
so
stuff
well.
very good.
With the walking around, I got to bring Raj. Shut up. I didn't care.
Shut up.
Who cared about it? Love you, Kev. Love you, Rick.
You're so excited to be back on the radio.
I know.
Look at you.
All week, I was walking around with stupid Bob Kelly buying things. This is how I knew I had to get back on. We're in a store, Delphinium, where there's nothing but homosexuals. And Bob goes, dude, if you use that candle holder I bought you, and I'm like, I really need to get back on the radio.
My God.
I really, take it out, let me just put it in my mouth and get it over with. Because he bought me a little thing for my apartment where he holds 5 little tea candles.
Wait, 5 little tea candles, and what is it?
It's shaped like
What is it made out of?
It's made out of wood.
It's made of wood.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like
I've seen these.
Yeah.
And is it some kind of polished, colored wood?
Black polished wood.
Yes.
It's probably about a foot long and 2 inches high.
Sure it is.
5 little holes.
3 simple words. I am gay.
We need a better version of
And
that.
it happened good. I'm glad it was fuzzy because that was insulting and inappropriate. Love you, Ben. Love you, Opie. And there was...
Yes.
I agree. And there's
those.
5 little candles, and Bob's like, if you use those candle things I bought you, and I'm like, this is disgusting.
Have you been to Bed Bath & Beyond yet for your place?
Not only do I do a bit in my act about that, I was going to say music fair, 7th of September. Yes, I do. I have. I spent well over $1,000 in there in 2 days.
I could just picture you wheeling that Bed Bath & Beyond cart through the aisle. I need a fluffy little pillow. Throw it in the cart.
And you haven't seen Jim Norton on stage in the last 8 months? He does a 10-minute bit on that.
You don't know what a faggot I've turned into with shopping. Oh, I swear to God, I almost bought a sconce from an Urban Outfitters. I was looking for sconces.
I don't even know. I don't even know what a sconce is.
It sounds like...
What is it?
It sounds like the scab an HIV-positive person gets on their yam bag. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah?
But it's not. It's a little thing that you put on your wall.
A wall
Oh,
sconce.
of course, a wall sconce. Anything
And
else
what
would
goes
be
in
great.
there? A little candle?
A little candle.
A little tea candle.
I like candles. I like that
A wall
vibe.
sconce. What do you want it to look like? Dracula's house?
I
Just get a little faggot. Put a torch in there.
No, I didn't say I needed candelabras. I want little sconces.
Is it wrought iron? Is it made of wrought iron?
You know what? I really should be bludgeoned to death like Chandra Levy in a park. Because I did buy, and my little leotard should be found tied up next to me.
With some yummy liquid in there.
Yes, but no bone stuff, so they believe it was used to be tied.
I think they found some.
Oh, did they?
Some juices. Yes. So Jimmy, wall
I do have wrought iron candle holders.
You have wrought iron candle
They're
holders.
floor type.
Walk this way. You are making this place up. He is so preoccupied with decorating his apartment. It's
So where I
amazing.
used to live.
But it's amazing. I don't see you as that kind of guy with the decoration. Did you get a dust ruffle for your bed?
What?
Do you have a dust ruffle?
A bed skirt.
It's a dust ruffle.
You got a bed skirt.
You got a bed skirt?
I certainly did.
Look at his face. Like, I certainly did. He's very angry. You
need a bed skirt. I
love macho men that are being faggy.
I'm not macho.
They have to sell it to you like I certainly did because I'm a man. Like that's a normal thing, and why don't you have one?
It is a normal thing.
A bed skirt?
Yeah, dude.
You need a bed skirt, or else the dust collects under the bed. By the way, hanging out with my family the last week, they loved the dice bit.
Dice home decorating.
Home decorating. Love. One of their favorite bits lately.
Keith Robinson almost punched me in the face for saying to him that I have to go, let's go down, I got to get a bed skirt. We were on the road. And
I thought it was when you called him a nigger. What? He did.
I have never, ever said that when he's been in the room. Ever.
Oh, my God.
No, we were on the I didn't say that, Keith. We were on the... That was awful.
Come on.
Love you, Aunt. Love you, Keith the Cop. We were on the... Oh, my.
Get back to his bed skirt before we take a break.
We were on the road, and I said, I got to get a bed skirt, and he told me...
Why do you need a bed skirt? You just get a comforter that kind of hangs all the way to the floor.
I'll touch your hair until you cry. It was the bed is high, and I need a skirt. It just makes it look good, and chicks like it.
Because you know why? The legs that hold your bed up, it's unsightly when you're walking in the room because it's so high up. And the mattress is so big. Yes?
Do you have a bed skirt?
I call it a dust ruffle.
Aw, that sounds cute.
It fits and it matches, the rest of the motif.
What do you have, manly man? A bunch of GoBots on the bottom of your thing?
What do you have on your bed?
I have one of these things. I just didn't know what it was called.
See?
But I didn't buy it.
What'd you think it was?
I went out and got it under. The only one that went out and bought it was you.
So what? What am I supposed to do? Shoplift it? I went and bought it. So what? I'm a man. I don't need to...
Opie goes with the blankie. I put my blankie...
I threw mine in the garbage because the stupid double tape they give you there or whatever to stick
double
on.
Tape?
Double tape?
What kind of cheap...
I don't know.
Stuff are you buying, Opie?
I don't know what it is, but
double tape.
It doesn't stay stuck to the bottom of the bed, so I threw the whole thing out.
No, it's elastic, and it goes over like the box spring.
Oh,
then your mattress...
Boy, what a surprise. We got the cheap one.
Yeah, what'd you do, staple it to the side of the bed? It's supposed to go under the entire mattress.
I bet you bought regular sheets, and they only come halfway down your mattress, too. Did you buy deep pocket sheets? You need the deep pocket sheets for the
deep pocket.
Well, if you get a good mattress that is like a foot or a foot and a half tall, the regular sheets that are only about 8 inches, it doesn't fit down the sides, Opie. So you need the deep pockets.
It's at least a foot. It's like sleeping on Boss below the waist, about a foot high.
Just a foot high. Opie, what's the thread count on your sheets?
I don't know.
Mine is, I got the sateens.
Oh, you got the sateens.
Yes.
What the hell happened?
You got to have a high thread count,
you do.
or else it's cheap sheets.
Yeah, cheap sheets are bad.
They're bad.
I had to buy 2 duvets.
What? All right, now you've lost it.
I have no idea what a duvet is.
I'll admit I know what a bed skirt is. I don't know what a scounce is and what a
sconce, not a scounce. I'm not shopping.
French for a...
Scounce is...
I know George playing Caroline's this weekend, by the way.
Oh, nice.
What is a duvet that you needed 2 of?
I'll tell you what I have. I have my bed, I have a sheet, and a nice big fluffy comforter. That's all. Duvet is a comforter cover, so you don't have to wash your stupid comforter. And
I just called it a comforter cover.
Well, that's because
I have a duvet.
I'm classy. Of course you do.
Oh, my goodness. All right, I got a duvet, too.
Doesn't matter what
I didn't even know I had a duvet.
I didn't know what it was called.
You can call, love you, Mary. Love you, Earl. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
A duvet.
Yeah, well, I'm calling it a V, but it's really a C, and I'm putting it in my mouth. Doesn't matter what you call it. I have a duvet. Yes, I do.
And you're proud.
And I have a stain on it. It looks like somebody took a melted marshmallow and threw it on my duvet. I had to buy another one because I'm like,
you put a C stain on your duvet.
I didn't put it there. It just happened to land there. I'm sorry, I can't aim.
Do you have anything satin? Do you have satin sheets?
No, I would have gotten them. I don't know why I didn't. It's too expensive, man.
You know what? With a comforter,
too slippery.
If you have a comforter that is also satin and satin sheets, the second it is not equal on either side. Like the second there's 1 inch more comforter hanging over the bed than on the other side, this weird physics lesson happens, and the entire comforter will waterfall off your bed. It's amazing.
You have satin?
Yeah, but we barely use them anymore. because I got a new duvet.
Must be nice on your little red burned skin.
Ah, you know, you just kind of get up a little, let your yam bag rub on it. Feels good. Feels like you're wearing giant panties. It's wonderful.
Without that good smell. Oh, you mean on your thing? I wasn't.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I put him over the old head.
I love you, Jimmy. Love you, Big Kev.
Oh, my. No, that's a good point. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. I agree. You're right. Okay, sir.
All right. Well, that was a good fag hour, wasn't it? We sure fagged it up that hour, Jimmy.
Yeah, we got to take a break.
Jimmy Duvet.
Hey, we got to pick our teams for the big game tomorrow.